Hey guys, I just literally like 10 seconds ago finished reading Of Mice and Men. It's a book about 107 pages. It took me literally just today to read, so it's a very simple read. I'm not sure that I overly liked it. Maybe it was the language, but I didn't fully understand it. I'll probably end up reading it again in the future, and maybe I'll understand it better. It was very like southern language, like it was written how they spoke, and it was really hard to understand, but I got the gist of what the story. Basically, it's the story of two guys, and they're in a time where they live off the land, and they're laborers, so they go from one ranch to another working. They get a pay at the end of the month. They get a place to stay, and they get some food, and they get $50 at the end of the month. And if they're good, they can stay if they want, or sometimes they just leave and they go and spend all their money and work somewhere else. Now, most people in this day and age, they do it by themselves, but George and Lenny, they stick together because Lenny's Aunt Clara asked George to take care of him when she died. Lenny seems to have a bit of a mental issue. He doesn't have very good memory, and he is very concerned with tending for the rabbits, and he likes rubbing really soft things, so it leads me to believe that maybe he has like autism or something. But he's a good worker. He does as he's told, and that's all George cares about as long as he stays out of trouble. But Lenny has been causing some trouble for them. They had to run away from their last job because of Lenny wanting to touch a girl, and so they go and they get a new work placement, and they go and stay at this new place, and basically just happened. This book is what is based around those first few days at the ranch and what happens. And although I didn't understand it completely, it is an interesting read. It gives you a little insight to what it's like as a white person in these times, because there's only one black person in this book actually, and he has a bedroom all to himself. So it's a pretty good book. It's the winner of the Nobel Prize in Literature, so I would definitely recommend it to read. It's definitely a good read, a very quick read if you want to like just sit down one day and just read it, hash out a book just in the one day. So it's definitely a good choice. The next book I'm gonna read for this month is City of Ashes. I was working on the Steve Jobs book, which I have here, but as you can tell, I never got very far into it. There's the bookmark right there. It's kind of white, so you can't really tell. I never got very far into it. It is a bit of a boring read. It is my first biography, so I'm still getting used to reading about somebody's life and going into such great detail, and the detail in that is almost like there's too much. Like, the book is over 500 pages, and it really doesn't have to be, in my opinion. Like, it's very interesting to be learning about Steve Jobs because I am a big Mac fan, but it's just not a book that I can like read and sit down and pick up again. Like, I have to read so much and then maybe sit down, and maybe like a couple months later I'll pick it up and continue reading it. It's not one of those books that you just hash out in like a week like I've been trying to do with my books. So yeah, I'm gonna sit this down for another little while, and I'm gonna pick up City of Ashes, and I'll be getting my new books tomorrow, so I'll have a book haul for you. Probably, I'm gonna say Wednesday. I'll probably have a book haul for you up then. So I'll see you then. Bye!